For some reason, she's not going into the room to eat. So... Oh no, she did. No, that's him. Where's Vim's? Vim's got the little hat on. Oh, Vim's is taking a shit. Let's watch her. Let's see what happens here. She goes to bed. She goes, so she gets the bonus. That's only because she had to change her hat. And now she got allergic reaction to the flowers, so she's sneezing. Disinfecting. Yeah, she's not eating. Alright, so we got operating and crop tending. Banshee, construction, strength. Husbandry, cuisine, so increase food, bathroom use, vomiter, nah, those are all pretty shit. Probably next would be maybe a cook. And then you're gonna do like weird little, like you're gonna like learn like weird little things. So for example, this is my mess hall. This is where they eat. And so you might be wondering, why do I have this like separate little like area underneath and then overall? What my hopes is eventually I'm gonna have all my food storage in here. And since food goes bad in oxygen, you want it to be in carbon dioxide so it doesn't go bad. And so if I build a bunch of storage units here, I don't even need a refrigerator. It's a weird mechanic in the game. It just stays good forever. So eventually as they breathe, since CO2 is heavier, it's going to seep through here and fill this area. And then the oxygen, since it's lighter, will stay above. And then if this gets too full of carbon dioxide, it will kind of like trickle over the edge, but it will always stay self-contained into this little area. And then I can basically, without using energy or fridges, keep my food from going bad. If that's still how that works. They might have changed it in the game, so we'll test it out. Get rid of that guy there. Oh, that should have been mesh tiles. Whoops. And then over here, I'm eventually going to have my water tank. Here, so all my good water. This gives off salt water, so it's going to keep filling up this with salt water. Oh, there's a random little room over here. And that's going to produce some heat. So I'm going to do double layers of insulated tiles to kind of contain the heat from here. And this will kind of, I'm thinking we'll open this area, warm this up a little bit. I am worried about it being too hot, because that, again, can be a pretty big killer, and it's super close to my base. But That's the only thing I can. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to do with the geysers. I guess technically speaking, too, I could close them off by making it so that it's so full of water that they can't be used again. If things are worse, things come to being really bad. So yeah, actually, it's not too bad to open it up and just start getting a little bit of warmth. Because at this rate, like even this running up full time has yet to go past 1 degree. And same thing here. But one of the nice things though is like, say if you have like decently cold water, you could run that through your machinery that is too hot, and that will cool it down. So if you run pipes in behind, the downside is if the water gets too cold in the pipes, it's going to freeze and it's going to burst the pipe. And or if that water gets too hot, when you then eventually want to like drink it, if it gets too hot from going through that process, and now anywhere that pipe goes, you might be now warming up areas of your base. Who's that? There's so much here. Built. Saying mesh meals stay good forever is a value statement. Yeah. They're good. They're good. Nothing wrong with a good mesh meal. They're how do you make them again? You make them with dirt and water. Like, need I say more? Oh, we can start making lice loaf with the meal lice from the plants, but water. Yeah, we're going water actually pretty quickly right now. It's kind of deceiving because a lot of it's frozen, but thinking once we lower this down here and start storing all the ice here, and then with this warmer water coming here, it's going to help heat this up, and then the ice will melt and fill. Got a lot of shine bugs. I wonder why this keeps getting reset. And that guy. And then I'm building a gas pump, so eventually taking all that gas, putting it into here, and then that's going to turn this into oxygen using the deodorizers. The only thing is, originally I was going to use this for something else. But if we're using this for polluted water, this is just going to turn into polluted oxygen anyways, so I don't know if it really matters. Pressure is still pretty good. I know there's going to be a big drop in pressure though because we've opened up so much space. Another downside of this being so cold is this is storing the slime, which gives off a lot of polluted oxygen, which is adding more to this. I was hoping that the piss water would fill up and it'd submerge this, so then it can't release more, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. As much as I don't want heat in the base, I need to get something. I need to get a little bit of warmth going in my area. Turn to polluted ice. Oh, nice, nice. How many more times are you gonna go watch it? Quick learner. That's like, that's not that great. Construction. Can't dig. Medicine, creativity. Let's go bomb away. Till the movie starts getting better. Ooh, that's a tall order. But okay, in all honesty, what would you say is a good part of that movie? Besides the credits. I would say the only thing that is kind of cool, but it doesn't make any sense, is when the villain's like taking the the cops out, like stealthily. I think that only looks, maybe the climax. The climax is the worst part of the movie. No, Steven. The firework factory? No, Steven. Take that back. Take that back. To be fair, was there a climax in that movie? Wait, that part? That's not the climax. That also doesn't make any sense. That whole sequence made no sense. I heard they were making Spider-Man 4 with Toby. Really? I thought he was... That'd be pretty sweet. Just have him in it for a little bit. Holy shit, they're moving slow. I don't understand why, because the light should be always on. Wait, why did that change? Huh. Before the light was at least went to this square. I know these guys come down sometimes, but... You know what movie I started watching again? Dread. I don't know. Have you seen Dread, Steven Spasms? With Carl Urban. I really like it. I really like it. It's on Prime if you have Prime. Of course you have Prime. You get Prime twice a week. Or twice a month. Is it a horror movie? No, it's like your like typical like action movie. It's kind of like your yeah, it's like your a typical like action movie, but like decent story for an action movie. It's one of those ones that has like a lot of those like quotable lines. Would I ever go skydiving? I think if I was younger, I would. I don't think I would anymore. What years at least? It's been a while. It never got any like promotion, so it didn't do very well. But it's kind of like become a cult classic. 2012. Yeah, we really need to start thinking about ways to get water here, because it's going to use it up pretty quickly here. We'll get this cleaned up, and then... Yeah, I no, like I heavily recommend it. It kind of like, in a way, it kind of reminds me a little bit like Terminator, where it's got like, it's got its quotable lines, but it's also sometimes it's like cheesy moments, but it's like so cheesy it's cool in a way. And it's short too. I think it's like an hour and a half. Hour 32 minutes or something. Actually, I wonder if it's worth it. Getting this stuff. Problem is we'll never be able to grab it all, but... Actually, I don't know if I can reach both of those. But I actually want to make sure this is really well insulated away from my base. You only really wanted to warm up down here. And still going. Still going. Trying to clear up that. Let's see, skills. She hasn't leveled up yet, but she is starting to get her morale bonus up. Oh, yeah? You know what? I enjoyed that movie, but I think by the time I watched it, it was just like everyone was like, this is the greatest thing ever to be created. I honestly, I wasn't like blown away by it. Pardon me. Sketchy Gamer. How's it going, Sketchy Gamer? Don't get me wrong, it was definitely like, it was like, that's not a bad movie, but I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm gonna quote this for the rest of my life. Do that here. But yeah, I don't know what like my next like movie night's gonna be for what I want to watch. I'm still finishing up The Last Airbender live action. I think I got 2 episodes left. It's okay. I'd say there's 2 really good episodes, and the rest are like, I think a lot of people enjoy it, but it doesn't do very. It's never gonna be better than the original in any way. I do think there's 2 moments though that they did it better. What? Avatar Last Airbender? No, I think they'll finish it. I think they'll finish it. It's only gonna be 3 seasons. They invested too much money to stop, I think, after season 1. I think they'll do all 3. They invested a lot of money into the sets. That a lot of them are reusable. I need a cook. I really need a cook. And I don't think it's bad. Like yeah, I legitimately don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's like anything amazing. I don't know if they'll ever get like, they'll probably get the viewership from people who like, they've already got a huge fan base of Avatar Last Airbender, so as long as it's like passable, I think they'll do well for viewership wise, and I think that's what it is. It's probably one of the better adaptations. But that's also not saying a lot. Do they? I think they do Korra. I don't think so. If they did do a Korra one, I think that's the one where they could do a lot more of what they want to do rather than follow how Korra goes. So I don't think Korra is like Korra is good, but it's not mind blowing. It's not timeless, I'd say. Like the original Avatar is like timeless. I think it's absolutely amazing. But the thing about the current Avatar, the live action one, is there's certain things that like I'll definitely like if I were to like start reviewing it, there's things I would complain about, but with like a side kind of like note. I would say that it really depends on how it ends. There's a lot of things that they've changed, what worries me, because there's reasons why some of the things happen the way they do. So they're going to have to change a lot of things because of that. So it really depends on kind of like how it all plays out in the end, where certain things where it's like, you know what, I like this change because they were able to kind of like adapt like from point A to point C. But there's some things where I'm like worried because it's like trying to think of like there is an example I can think of, but it would ruin a lot of a certain show for people. Yeah. When I was younger, Avatar looked boring, but I watched not too long ago, maybe 2 years, and I really liked it. Yeah, I never watched it when it first came out. And I didn't like it at first. Like, I really did not like the first episode. I was like, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to sit through this. And then it just, like, weirdly charmed me. But I don't know anyone who doesn't like it. It's a dumb thing. It's one of those things I kind of hate saying as like an example, but I tell people, you know, commit some time to it, like a few hours, and if you don't like it by like episode 11, I think it is, then I think, I think the show you won't like the show overall. Which seems like a lot of commitment, but most people like it after like 3 episodes. But I think you kind of get all the gist after the first 11, first like 11 episodes. And if you can't see like the like adult themes in a kid's show by then I think you won't like it. Next movie I watched is Kung Fu Panda 4. I haven't seen any trailers, but I'm pretty excited. They haven't fucked it up yet. I like all the Kung Fu Pandas. I think one's still my favorite, but I like all of them. Yo, when I was younger, I didn't like Avatar because of the first episode. I never get a chance anymore. Yeah, no, the first episode was a little too kiddish. You don't really learn a whole lot. And there's some like really goofy things. And it's more complex than you realize. Like, it seems very shallow at first. And then you realize it's, like, on purpose. The intro didn't captivate me when I was younger, too. Exactly. Well, yeah. Because, like, when you watch it, you're like, oh, it's just some, like, annoying kid. Like, I hate Aang right off the bat. Because it's, like, he's just this, like, he doesn't take anything seriously. He's just having fun when there's a serious, like, everything else is going on. But as a viewer, we know what's going on, but he doesn't. And he's a kid. So it's like, I think it's really well done, but just like as like a, you know, when you're sitting there and you're like, you know, even that being older, you're like, kind of watching a kid's show. This kind of feels kind of weird. And then, you know, then eventually you're like, oh, fuck. Shit's intense. I used to base TV shows on intro. Yeah, I do. I don't expect a lot of people to do what I do, but generally speaking, I will give a show, even if I hate it, one season to like it. It's a lot of time investment, but I will watch a full season. Just just knowing the process, what it makes to make a show, and you know, sometimes actors take a little bit to get into their roles, kind of get a feel for it. But you know, there's definitely some shows I've watched where I'm like, man, that was a waste of time. But most of the time, it's like, you know what? At the end, I'll keep watching. Yeah, I'd say yeah, definitely. If you're looking for like a quick movie, hour and a half, Dread, you might like. If you're looking for a new show, I heavily recommend The Boys, which is also on Prime. Damn, that water's going down. That water's going down. Oh, we're gonna have to rely on this. We have a lot of water stored as ice. Wait, why is that not being built? I also can't wait to watch Shogun on FX. I heard that's really good. What's he building right now? Oh yeah, all the fridges. So we can start getting that into food. We'll start doing that, and then this will be, I guess, spice food eventually. And then we can empty that out. I don't think that even has anything, so we can deconstruct. And that will be all the food being thrown into there. And then I'll probably do the cooking station like right here. Took a big step today, and I think I'm fully healed. What from?